Hey folks, Dude here, coming at you of all things, coming to you, Wednesday, June 15th. And I want to chime in on the news story that's making the rounds now. Yeah, it's tragic, it's sad, and it's something that unfortunately happens in the worst of times. Now, of all the things you guys probably not have heard, well, this is cousin, but not exactly thereof. But pretty much there was a 2-year-old child that was snatched up and dragged into the water, and presumably, you know the end result of anything that winds up in a gator's mouth. Yeah, probably the kid was gone in no fell swoop of time and was probably going to wind up as, something for the gator to enjoy later on. Sad, tragic, but of all things, these guys don't change. Well, these guys did change. The asteroid kind of knocked them on their ass, but uh, gators are effective hunters, killers, just horrifically effective things in the water because that's the way they're made. And they were built to be a very serious killing machine. And they will tell you in any open body of water or any pool, any lake, any pond, any place where there's standing water, you always first think and you assume gator. Well, yeah, okay, this is going to be my pseudo gator. You assume gator. You never ever approach water without looking in it to see if something is like looking at you, like the two little eyes peeping up above the surface of the water. Yeah, that's the thing. A gator could be pretty much 90% submerged, if not 95% submerged. But the way they're built is the head is this long flat surface with two little eyes poking up, and that's what they have just above the surface of the water. And they're looking around to see what's going on in the scene of things. And they don't move fast. They are literally leap, grab, and get you kind of hunters. They really don't do a whole heck of a lot. Most of the time when you see a gator in Florida, it's just floating on the water. It looks like a log. It is doing jack squat. Now, when it's a hungry gator, you happen to be by the water's edge, nothing. All of a sudden, splash, snatch, gotcha. And I do mean splash, snatch, gotcha in like no time at all. They are insanely fast animals. Now, for the long run and the big fight, they don't last. That's why you can catch a gator. You literally wear them down to the point where they're so overloaded with lactic acid that they're just fatigued. They're done. They're just they're nothing but one big fast twitch muscle of grab you, have you for dinner. That's it. They are the quick fight, get you, and that is their whole scheme of things. Now, for this 2-year-old child to be snatched up, grabbed, and drugged into the area around the Grand Floridian, it's a rare occurrence. Now, I'm going to tell you for a fact, in Florida, it's not that rare occurrence for somebody to encounter a gator in very bad times, but it is very, very, almost unheard of for it to happen on Disney property. But that tells you something. That tells you that something is wrong when a gator can slip in and endanger a guest. Now, I can tell you for a fact, I normally stay at a place called Shades of Green. And that's the reason why I stay at the Shades of Green. The Shades of Green is a Department of Defense sponsored hotel that services active service members, retired service members, and government personnel that happen to work under the Department of Defense. Mrs. Dude is a Department of Defense employee. Now, if you look at the way the scheme of things is, it is next to the Polynesian. If you guys look at the scheme of things for what the Polynesian is, it's the Hawaiian-themed hotel. It's at the end of one of the monorail lines. It's a very quick in and out. We simply just go from our hotel, go to the Polynesian, take the monorail in. But here's the thing. If you guys know the history of Disney, the Shades of Green is the old golf hotel. So literally, there's a golf course there. Truly, we've woken up in some of the rooms we've stayed in. We're looking on the golf courses. Here come the turkeys. They're all trying to get fed. Everybody's flicking like bread at them or cereal and something, and they're big honking turkeys. Surrounding this area is waterways. There's ponds, there's lakes, there's deep depressions that have a lot of water in them. You got to remember, Florida basically is a swamp. Truthfully, it's reconstituted swampland because the highest point in Florida is going to be the overpass on the highway. It is flat, man. You don't have much territory that goes up and down for any part of Florida except when you go further north, you get to the panhandle and it starts creeping up a bit. But literally all around I can tell you for a fact, any place in Disney, you will see these signs. Caution. possible gator hazard. Not phrased and worded like that, but you will see signs saying, caution, gators, potential gator hazard, do not approach the water. They mean it, okay? Even the little lakes, ponds, and what have you around the golf course could have a gator, because the way gators work is it's nighttime and they're, oh, new puddle, splash, and you won't see them until it is way too late. And gators don't eat a lot, okay? But when they do eat, they are hungry. So when it comes time for them to ring the dinner bell, they are looking to score. And that's exactly what happened to that poor 2-year-old child. Was the gator was like, opportunistic time, and they snatched up the little kid because, well, the sad part about it is they were Midwesterners. They did not know the lay of the land, and most importantly, there was no signs warning about gators. Yeah, Disney dropped the ball huge. I do mean huge. I was looking around on one of the other websites I tend to frequent, and somebody just said, you know what? This kid is going to make, in his very short life, more money than he'll ever make when he was going to be a living person into perpetuity until his final demise. He was going to make more money than he will ever make alive. Now, that's the sad part about it, is you're trying to make restitution on the death of an innocent. You can't do that, okay? There's no way to equal things out. That's pretty much how it works. And, you know, when something tragic like this happens, believe me, Disney's got deep pockets. They can afford this. But, and this is going to be huge. The hit that Disney's going to take for the gay nightclub shootout at the Pulse very recently, and then this gator attack, this is going to be two instances where Disney is going to be very, very hurting in terms of funds for a while, because there's a lot of people going to go, you know what? Not seeing it, not worth it, too much craziness going on down there, not feeling it. Now they're going to go out to California? I don't know. I mean, the only reason why I would ever go out to Disneyland is I've never been to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World numerous times. I've been married in Disney World. So trust me, I know the place. I've been backwards, forwards, backstage tours, all of it. I've been all over the place at least 3 or 4 times now, from north to south, east to west, nuts to butt, all over the flipping place. I have been in, out, and all over Disney, to the point where Mrs. Dude is, you know, not wanting to take a trip this very, very instant, but she's kind of like thinking maybe you need to go back down there again. Right now, though, I'm thinking of the ways these guys are doing stuff, it's not so appealing, okay? Right now, you're talking about a lot of stuff in flux in Florida, and I love the state, okay? Don't get me wrong. I love Florida. Florida's really free. The opportunity to find a job down there is just amazing, okay? I have friends down there on both coasts. I have I have relations down there who are south. I know some people in Florida. Of course, I've been to, like, you know, the good place to eat in Florida. You know, I've eaten at Wolfgang Puck's restaurant. I've eaten at let's see, what the heck is it? Crap. So, like I was saying, I mean, I've eaten down there, and I've gotten some, you know, really amazing dining. I've eaten at Wolfgang Puck's. I've eaten at both of Emeril Lagasse's places. I've eaten at all the nice places at Disney. Truthfully, I have pretty much had a really, really, really good time in Florida. By and large, I've gone to Universal, I've gone to SeaWorld, I've gone to Disney enough times, seen Randall Knives. Florida is just a cool place to go. However, right now, with all this stuff in flux, I'm really not feeling it. Right now, things kind of need to quiet down just a mite. So still tragic. If you could keep the family in your prayers, I mean, it's a horrendous, horrible, sad occurrence. And truthfully, you know, this kid had his whole life ahead of him, and that gator got him but good. The only problem now is they got to find the gator that did it. And the place where it happened is not a small body of water. They've only caught 4 so far, but they're going to be catching a lot more gators and figure out who ate who, or who ate what, or who did what to whom, and it's not going to be a good time. All right, folks, I'm going to break up us and eat good. Keep the 10 ring as always. You know you love it. Beware of reptiles. They get you in the end. Yeah. I'm out of here. See you guys.